Okay, I'm back again with another quick review, this time of my new Xantrex Powerpack Solar, which is a mobile power pack that houses both AC and DC power. It comes with a lot of extras. First of all, the 5-watt solar panel that you see in front of you. Well, actually you can't see because it's folded up for safety reasons. There's the solar panel, pretty nice. And it also features DC and AC ports. On the side it has 12 volt DC port, standard car adapter like you'll see in your cigarette lighter, 2 standard North American, I guess Canada and Mexico also, grounded AC ports, 2 of them, and these ports are connected to a 400 watt power inverter, 320 watts continuous, 400 watts to 640 watts is the surge capacity. You have a small cooling fan for that power inverter, and I believe the power inverter is located somewhere near the side of the unit. You also get a single USB port, and as you can see, there is a standard AC charging port for charging up the unit. On both sides you have 6 LED emergency lights that will run for more than a day. I believe I can get about 30 hours out of this. The user manual says it should run for up to 48 hours, but as you know, specs are always a little off from what the user manual usually claims. Up front, besides the solar panel, you also have a large control panel, which I just now removed the plastic from. It has a little digital readout. You also have 3 buttons below it, one for the lights, which I can power on now, 6 on each side. Tells the battery status, the charge status. Have a button for the DC port. Just turns it on and off. And you have a button for the AC ports. This one reads not only the charge status but also the power coming off the AC port, so it's quite useful. Some people say it's inaccurate. I don't believe it's inaccurate at all, simply because there is only a small mobile battery in this, like all mobile power packs have. And when you plug in any type of a load on any battery, it is going to drop voltage. It can drop in small increments or large increments, just depends on the battery size. Doesn't mean that your battery is going to last any shorter. It just means that, you know, it recognizes the load a little bit better than a larger battery. So a lot of times when I plug in something, this battery is fully charged, it says 100, but after I plug in something, it can go down as low as 50% on this gauge. Doesn't mean the battery's that low, but it does that for up to 15 minutes, then it'll level off slowly and start reading accurately once that battery gets used to the load. It's a pretty neat power pack. Like I said, it has that 400 watt power inverter. You're not going to be able to run things off of it that long if you're running them at that 400 watts surge capacity or the 300 watts continuous. But it is made for, you know, like power tools that use 400 watts. You know, you're not going to be using those continuously like a drill or something. Use that for a couple of minutes, you should be fine. It's really made for lower power devices such as your laptop, you know, 65 watt adapter, 90 watt adapter. You can get about 3 hours out of an average size laptop, and I have tested it. It actually does give you about 3 hours. You can get up to 5 hours if you have a small netbook. I tested this unit with a small Acer Aspire 1 netbook. Did a little bit of hardcore processing, watching a lot of videos, so I only got about 4 hours, 4.5 hours. The user manual says you can get about 13 hours with an alarm system. You know, if you have a 5-watt alarm system or a 5-watt cordless telephone, you can get about 13 hours from those. And the same goes for your wireless router. You know, when the power goes out, router goes out, no internet. So you can run your wireless router for about 13 hours off of this device. It's a pretty neat device. Weighs only about 12 pounds, which is light to me. It's a lot lighter than the 40-50 pound power packs that are out there. It still has a pretty nice sized battery. It has a 10 amp hour sealed lead acid battery, and that's an AGM battery, absorbent glass mat. which means it should last you over 5 years if you treat it correctly. Just be sure that you're charging this thing every month, not using it every day, or else you'll wear out the battery like anything else. But make sure you charge it every month, and your battery should last you years. I have another 10 amp hour AGM battery, lasted me 3 years so far, still working perfectly. The longest I've gotten out of a standard sealed lead acid battery was about 5 years, so should provide a long service life. And since the battery is a mid-sized battery, it doesn't cost that much to replace. It costs about $30 to replace the battery versus hundreds of dollars to replace those larger Powerpack batteries. So I'm glad I got this unit with this size. So one of the main features on the unit is that 5-watt solar panel that I showed you earlier. What it does is it not only charges the unit, it does take 48 hours to charge it, but what do you expect? You know, you're not really supposed to drain the unit completely and expect it to charge fast with the solar panel. It's really made for trickle charging the unit. Say you're using it on the beach or camping or something like that, and you're just running light loads off of it, say the lights or your cell phone charger. You can trickle charge the unit. And the solar panel can also be charging the unit while the unit's being used, reducing the load on the battery. So it's a pretty neat power pack. I wouldn't really consider it a long-term emergency power pack unless you're just using it for the lights, or like I said, your alarm system, using small wattages to run off of it. Anything like a laptop is going to run less than 5 hours unless you have a netbook. So keep that in mind before you buy one of these. It's a temporary power source. It's pretty good. What I really like about it is the fact that it has solar technology. It's not the quickest thing, but it still has it. It gives me that option if I don't have anything else to use in the event of a power outage. And just for me, I pair this device with all of my other devices. I have tons and tons of spare sealed lead acid batteries just laying all over the place. They range in different sizes, and I actually connect these to some to power inverters, some to just a small DC fan, and I have other mobile power packs so that I can have something to use throughout the house, you know, to run my alarm system, my wireless routers, without even having to start my generator if it's just an overnight power outage. But this will still work if this is your only power outage item. It will keep your cell phone charged up, your alarm system going, and your wireless router going for quite a long time. Your laptop, a couple of hours, you know, is good for that. Like I said, the reason I like it is because the solar technology, and it's lightweight compared to how much power it outputs, and I think it's a pretty good unit. If you want to check it out, go ahead and check it out on Amazon.com. Prices range from $100 to $130. So, hope you guys enjoyed the review. See you later. Peace.